The Four Seasons warehouses are overstocked, which means huge savings on furnaces and ACs. Furnaces from just $17.95, air conditioners from just $22.95, and furnace and AC combos from just $34.95 installed. Plus, enjoy additional savings with rebates and energy tax credits. We'll beat any competitor's estimate by up to $500, guaranteed.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Ain't no chicken soup gonna fix me. Somebody please call Four Seasons.
Save 20 to 40% on a new furnace at the Four Seasons Warehouse Clearance Sale. Furnaces from just $17.95 installed. Plus, enjoy 4 years interest-free financing. Call Four Seasons 24 hours a day and save up to 40% on a new furnace.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
The Four Seasons warehouses are overstocked, and summer is right around the corner. Get a new AC from just $22.95 installed.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
I think you know by now that we are always trying to find ways to save money here. Taking shorter showers, turning off the lights, keeping an eye on the thermostat, and that's just here at You and Me this morning. Well, I've got Ryan Brunsma from Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning, and he's here to help us with some energy-saving tips for the winter. How are you?
Excellent. Good to see you again.
I love to see you because you always bring me some stuff that's going to keep some more dollars in my pocket. So what about on our utility bills? How can we use our furnace and all the things in our house to keep things down, the prices?
There's at least 3 things that Four Seasons Home Services does that helps lower your utility bills. The first thing we would recommend doing is checking your insulation levels, especially in your attic. Up to 40% of your heat loss in the home comes through the ceiling and out the roof, so adding additional insulation is step 1. Step 2 would be to make sure that your duct system is clean. The more debris that builds up inside your duct system, the more it taxes your furnace.
So it has to work harder to get the air out. Okay.
Maintaining the thermostat at an appropriate level or having a programmable thermostat installed is another good idea.
Yeah, you know what, can I tell you something? The programmable thing really helped me because I was running my heat, I like my heat hot when I get home, my house hot when I get home, and so I was wasting stuff during the day, but so that really helped out a lot. So I used some of your tips last time.
Good.
All right, so now what about people are really concerned about allergens and stuff because you keep your house closed up all the time in the wintertime. What about keeping a germ-free zone?
There's several steps that you can take. The first is to make sure the ducts themselves are clean. The ducts are a repository for all sorts of harmful bacteria or mold or pollen or pet dander that can collect inside your duct system. That's step 1, clean it. Step 2 would be to install perhaps a UV light where you install the UV light into the duct system.
Oh, and it kills all the ugly stuff.
Yep, everything from the swine flu virus that runs through there or any of the harmful particulate matter that's inside the duct system.
And real quickly, the last thing we do?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's
okay,
it.
Good. Sounds good. I got it all together, and you can find all the information at WCIU.com.
Previously on Judge Weathers.
Here are the charges for the cooling and heating estimates.
Four Seasons doesn't charge for estimates.
You can see we have a real high rating with the Better Business Bureau.
We have an A+ rating.
You printed this out yourself.
Your Highness, I'm
going with Four Seasons. Court dismissed.
Look, I had a really bad week, so my units broke down on me.
Are you crying?
No.
You be the judge. Contact Four Seasons, get a free estimate, and cut your annual energy costs in half. Previously on Judge Weathers.
Four Seasons, can I ask why your prices are so much cheaper than the defendants?
Judge, you can see that my price
Do not interrupt. It is not your turn.
Just let me talk.
Please be quiet.
We promise to beat any competitor's price by up to $500.
I'm going with Four Seasons.
Just let me talk.
I said be quiet.
Let me talk!
Bailiff!
You be the judge. Contact Four Seasons, get a free estimate, and cut your annual energy costs in half. Previously on Judge Weathers.
This heating cooling bill for Four Seasons is very affordable.
That's because we use Energy Star qualified systems.
Oh. Is your company Energy Star qualified, sir? Can I see your cost, please? I'm going with Four Seasons. Court dismissed.
Got it.
You be the judge. Contact Four Seasons, get a free estimate, and cut your annual energy costs in half.
It has been a cooler than average summer, but you probably have used your air conditioning at least a couple of times. Well, for one couple, turning on the air has meant saving. NBC5's Ginger Z explains how in tonight's Green is Universal report.
Look at Too Broke to Golf. People seem to be spending less green to get on the greens these days. Maybe you shouldn't go golfing.
Bob's been on Barb's budget for 44 years.
Are you going to say anything, or you're going to stand there like a soldier?
He didn't say much, despite the script she'd written him, but she sure did.
We're a young couple retired. We have some grandchildren, so we're kind of looking out for, let's just save some money.
That's why when it was time to go for a new furnace and air conditioner, they went for Four Seasons and went green.
And there's our baby.
Their baby, Energy Star certified, saves them. Big time.
I mean, we're on the budget, but we still, if you didn't meet that budget, if you had something in the budget, you were okay. Once that budget went down, you were paying a lot of money.
Benefits go way beyond the monthly savings. Bob and Barb are going to get $1,500 back for this bad boy.
Energy rebate, so that comes in handy. It'll be great. I already have it spent, I think.
Anything that meets the EPA Energy Star requirements in a new furnace or air conditioner will allow you to get 30% up to $1,500 of your investment back.
Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating and Cooling, says the stimulus cash incentive has softened the economic blow.
It's probably the biggest thing that I've ever seen in this industry. Yes, green is good. It is. But green will give you green.
It's changing budgets and the environment.
So we need to save this planet.
But not necessarily marriages.
Oh, you're too old to improve. You just, you're done.
In Homer Glen, Ginger Z, NBC5 News.
And Four Seasons says it has experienced such a dramatic increase in business since the stimulus announcement that the company has had to hire new employees to keep up with its growth and customer demands.
Well, from the guys who brought us the movie.
Well, I'm Oder. I'm just looking for gigs, pretty much, and this came up, and I was like, yeah, I'll come in this house. My biggest advantage is surprise. Where am I coming from? Is it over here? Oh, no, it's over here. You don't know. I'm everywhere. Here's the thing. I am on this family. I am on this family. I'm not going anywhere, okay? I am on this family like stink on me.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Do something about this heat.
Big house pulling.
Yeah. We're at 50 now.
Be right there.
Don't just trust anybody to cool you down.
Those fellas sure were fast.
Call Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning at 866-4Seasons. For all the right reasons, Four Seasons.
They promise to clean your air ducts and make your home healthier and dust-free, but is discount air duct cleaning a bargain or another case of something too good to be true? Pam Zeckman investigates and says, buyer beware.
I saw the $99 unlimited duct cleaning right here.
And that sounded like a very good price.
Yeah, it did.
You've probably seen the special deals and ads like this, warning about health hazards associated with dirty air. This one prompted Vivian Schwan to hire American Pure Air.
This $99 deal turned into what?
Turned out to be $664.
Once they got inside her house, one guy started to do some work while another tried to sell her hundreds of dollars in additional services besides cleaning out the air ducts.
Schwan agreed to pay $299 for an additional furnace cleaning, which the American Pure Air workers told her she needed. But she was also charged $276 for sanitizing treatments she says she did not want.
So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds of sanitizers. You didn't want any.
No, Just clean the furnace.
And Schwan wonders how good a job they did cleaning the ducts. Just 6 months later, some of the duct covers are still dirty, and her furniture gets dusty just days after cleaning.
Did they do all of the vents and all of the ductwork in your house?
They opened up 2 air ducts only.
That's just 2 of the 18 vents she has on 3 floors.
We're seeing a lot of consumers who are unhappy with the air duct cleaning companies. Our complaints are up 59% over 08 numbers.
Better Business Bureau Chief Steve Burness says American Pure Air has 17 complaints, including Schwan's, and an F rating.
What does that mean?
Basically means the company does not meet our standards and that there's a pattern of complaints and unresolved complaints.
His advice?
People really need to become educated before they do this.
An average duct cleaning job should take between 4 and 5 hours and should cost between $450 and $1,000.
Four Seasons, which gets an A rating from the Better Business Bureau, uses 2 workers who open and clean every vent. This giant vacuum attached to the furnace then collects all the dust and particulate matter.
So the advice to consumers would be to avoid or proceed with caution with regard to those low price offers.
The owner of American Pure Air has said that in 90% of his jobs, all the vents in a house are open to clean out the ducts, but sometimes it can't be done. He also says that most of the time the company does a job for the $99 special rate and will redo it or give a refund to unsatisfied customers. He says Vivian Schwan authorized the additional work and costs, but he did refund the sanitizer charges. And Rob, he says he regularly works with the Better Business Bureau to try to resolve all those complaints.
So what should be the red flag? Is it the $99? Is it that part of it necessarily?
Watch out for the discount offers. You have to be sure you know what you're doing. We have some links on our website on what to look for to protect yourself.
Okay, Pam Zekman, thank you.
You've probably seen them in your mailbox, a coupon offering a great price on air duct cleaning. But folks who tried one company's deal found out the real cost is much higher than the advertised price. And that led to a round of complaints to the local Better Business Bureau. Hetty Brooks wanted to get her dryer vent cleaned. She hired Austin City Air Ducts. Their coupon promised a great price.
And they said that they would do your air ducts for $69.
But she didn't know that Austin City Air Ducts had a less than clean record with customers, including complaints to the Better Business Bureau. Hetty and her husband Paul noticed problems shortly after the workers arrived.
Well, they came in the front door and got a ladder and started with these air ducts up above.
They would come in and just want to be in the kitchen, want to be in the bedroom, and want to be outside, you know, doing things that I didn't know what they were even doing.
I told them, I said, we don't need that.
The workers said they'd have to go on the roof to clean the dryer vent.
Well, we didn't ask them what it cost, thinking that they're $69, it couldn't cost much more than that to do the top. When they finished, they said that's $238.
Their claims are similar to other complaints against Austin City Air Ducts.
They're responding to an ad which gives a certain price, but then they're upsold a lot of different items that they really may not necessarily need.
Eddie said she felt ripped off, so she called the company's manager.
He did call me back that night, and I explained everything to him, and he said, well, I'll have to talk to the man, and I'll call you back tomorrow. And as of tomorrow, that was like a year ago, I still have not heard from the man.
We tried to call the company, but when we dialed their number...
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect. Please check the number or code and try again.
Customers who filed complaints also had trouble getting answers. That led the BBB to give Austin City Air Ducts an F rating. The BBB has a few tips to protect yourself. First, don't be pressured into a purchase. A trustworthy company will give you time to think over a major repair or service. Get the details of the service in writing before the work begins and avoid paying with cash. Using a credit card gives you extra protection if there's a dispute. You can also check out businesses with the BBB. We have a link to more information online now in the investigations section at our website, KXAN.com.
Dr. Smith is a little more expensive, but he's board certified. Or there's Dr. Christoph. He isn't certified, but he's a fantastic golfer.
So what'll it be?
The choice is clear. When it's time to get your heating or air conditioning unit serviced, don't trust any old fly-by-night. Your family deserves the best. Call Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning at 866-4SEASONS. For all the right reasons, Four Seasons.